gorgeous creatures, and welcome back to another session of On the Couch with Krazy Chaz. Yes, that's me, Krazy Chaz, known to my friends, colleagues and clients as just a little bit fabulous. In today's show is almost a little bit of a bonus, like getting to know Krazy Chaz, where I came from, where I started, a little bit about the business, what we do. Started about 20 odd years ago with that age-old question that your parents ask you, what are you going to study after matric? And to be very honest, at the time there wasn't a lot of options in the creative fields. You could go into advertising and design and be advertising design. There weren't very many other options to look at. And I came across this absolutely fabulous course offered by Boston Media House in conjunction with RAU, which is now known today as University of Johannesburg. And they offered a practical solution to the theoretical work of advertising. Best 3 years I could have done, and it basically started my journey and my love for design. From there, I had a partner. I always wanted to have my own business. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Even when I was a child and my parents would ask, what would you like to be when I grow up? I didn't say, I want to be a photographer. I want to be a fireman. No, it was, I am going to be my own boss. I am going to own my own business. And I think that comes largely from a family that were entrepreneurs, that did work for themselves. It's a lot of hard work being an entrepreneur. It's constant. It's always on. There is no off times. There is no paid vacations. But you know what? I wouldn't give it up for the world. So my journey started. I started with a little print and design company. And then it moved on, and then there was a new love of my life, and that was Latin and ballroom dancing. I got a free voucher, and that was it. And that's where I knew I loved the creative. I love being flamboyant. I love being fantastic. And within 3 years, I had bought that studio because I wanted my own business, and I wanted to tie in my design experience and my love for business all in one. My husband at the time was not very he was my fiance at the time. He wasn't my husband. This all happened literally 3 months before our wedding. Our entire honeymoon fund went to buying this dance studio. But you know what? I don't regret it. Not for 1 minute. And from there, I started developing Caliente. Now, Caliente originally started out as a design studio for dance studios. And, they're constantly throwing events, and I just saw a great need for design for events for these. So that's where Caliente came from. It was the fire, the spirit, the Latin feel, and that's how Caliente was inspired. And then from there, I did a fabulous course with Carly from the SA School of Weddings in wedding planning, and that's how I got into wedding planning about 2010, 2011. Absolutely fell in love with the industry. I did a flower course, and then we also collaborated on workshops and courses in design for the SA School of Weddings. And I come back always to my teaching. I love teaching. I love seeing that spark in a student's eye when they just get it, be it on the dance floor or in one of my workshops. There's no greater feeling. There is no greater feeling. So that's basically me. And then from there, I built Caliente to be a bespoke design studio for weddings and events. We do invitations, we do on day, we do backdrops, but you can see more of that in our episode number 1. If you click above, you can click and you can go have a look and see all the different things and tips and tricks that we have for wedding stationery. But okay, let's move on a little bit. This next clip is from a fabulous couple I worked with last year. They were the winter winners at Memoir, and another beautiful, I love working at Memoir. They link to their website and Language of Flowers and in Abundance Photography, all in my descriptions below. They are known as Regodise, all right, a combination of their names, and what a fabulous couple, really, really. Also entrepreneurs. She is a pilot. He has a YouTube channel that they're developing, which was somewhat the inspiration for this channel. This was just a little bit about their journey with me and how they experienced and what they loved about what we did. So sit back, enjoy. Their link to their site is also in the description below. Enjoy. My name is Charis Mc Keever of Caliente, or Chaz, as most of us are known as. I basically do weddings. So anything that you would need in creative, from invitations, save the dates, designing of dance floors to backdrops, gifting, all that kind of thing, and being a social Latin warranties for the last 20 years. I do weddings. That's what I do. It's hard to actually define it any other way than I do weddings. I've given up doing the flowers and the planning because it just gets way too much. And I'm a mother of 3, no 2, because my husband, he's also a toddler. So being a mom and this, but I love the creative space. I also do lectures in design, teaching new people to create their own business. I also believe that this country needs more entrepreneurs, and I believe that if we can help each other and build, there's one less person we need to employ because we've created our own business. So I'm very much about small business networking, building people and creating beautiful, fun things when it comes to weddings. And that's Caliente, which means fire, which is very much me. I'm very much fire and passion and go. Yes. Who do we want to start with? Should we start with our ladies? Yes. Okay, cool. So I don't know if you
Yeah, as you can see, Chaz is very busy.
Very, very, very busy.
And what's going on, Chaz?
These last minute requests from clients that drive you insane. It's just to create another personalized detail to the boxes. So we are doing a suit up for inside. Boy, suit up. Just a little, that's what it is about stationery and doing gifting, is is doing those personal touches that work for the client, and not every client is the same. You can't just cookie cutter everything. Do you know what I mean? So this is the name of the game. It's the personalization, and it just adds that little bit of for the inside. That is it for us for today. I hope you enjoyed that clip from Krazy. Don't forget to go check them out and like and subscribe. The link to their YouTube channel is down below in our description, as well as all the suppliers that we worked with on this project. In Abundance Photography, Memoir, Wedding Venue, Language of Flowers, all very fabulous people. It makes your job easier when you have such great people to work with. All right, don't forget to like us, subscribe, click the button, click your notifications to see that and know when our next video is going to be out. That is all for now, you wonderful lovelies. We'll see you soon. Stay gorgeous.